All right, well, Reggie, the Golden State Warriors took another one from the Mavs in Dallas. This time, many fans down 2-0 yesterday before the game were like, listen, we were down 2-0 last series too, and we won that one. We'll be just fine. Not worried. But now, not going to be as easy this time around. The Mavs dug themselves in a serious hole after last night. Andrew Wiggins with a huge game for the Warriors. Luka, a one-man show, just not enough magic, though, last night. Your thoughts on Game 3 and just kind of where we stand right now in the series?
Hey, man, I think it's over. I was talking
Yeah.
to one of my guys last night. He's a Suns fan, and I'm like, man, how did this Mavs team beat the Suns like that? Like, this team looked like they were cooking with fish grease, like hotter than grandma's oven. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they come into the series against the Warriors, and it's like they run into a buzzsaw. And I don't think it's for lack of effort. Like, I think they're playing hard. I think they're playing, well considering. But this Golden State team is just on an absolute whole other level right now.
I don't think it's so much the Mavs. I think just Golden State just heating up right at the end, right at the right time right now.
Yeah, and you're getting this type of effort from Andrew Wiggins. How you think the Wolves fans are sitting at home like, dang.
Stings.
But you know what? Sometimes you need a change of scenery to realize or maximize your potential. And I think, some may say, well, the Warriors gave up on them too early. And, you got D'Lo in return, and, people feel how they feel about that. But I think the Warriors are a team who's been there before. They got guys who have championship pedigree on that team who know what it's like to dig in and do what they have to do to win a ring. And I think they have challenged Andrew Wiggins to play, up a notch, like take his game to another level and really kind of reach the potential that, he was already a 20-point scorer. That was a given. We knew that he was going to give that type of an effort every night. But what is really cool about how they're utilizing him is he's going at the team's best player on the defensive end. He's rebounding. He's attacking the rim. A lot of people talked about how, him and Cat just didn't work together because, neither one of them really had that type of dog type mentality that you needed to just will a team to victory. Well, he's got dogs. He's got Steph. He's got Draymond. He's got Clay. It's a pool party. He's got all these guys that just have ice in their veins, and he just has to settle down and just play his game. And that is very helpful for them when they're like, look, we're going to take some of the pressure off with some of the things that we do. We just need you to go out there and be wiggy. And like, he's out there getting wiggy with it right now, and they're just really reaping the benefits of that. And this Warriors team looks like a team that nobody can stop this season.
Wiggins at the time was asked to do so much in such a different role. I mean, this was before Ant and obviously playing next to a younger Cat. He was asked to carry this team. And now over in Golden State, again, he can just kind of maximize his best talents and not have all that pressure on him.
As a role player.
As a role player, exactly.
Dynamic role player at this point.
Yep.
All-star role player.
Yeah, going off right now. Benefits of, again, playing with Curry and Draymond. Even Draymond seems like he's just in the perfect place, the perfect fit in Golden State. I'll ask you that.
Yep.
Is Draymond the same Draymond if he's playing for the Magic or another team in the NBA? I'm not sure. I mean,
no.
I don't think so. I think he's just in the perfect situation to maximize his certain skill sets. Like, he comes out of Michigan State. He's not the biggest man in the world, but again, for his role on that team next to guys like a healthy Clay and Curry and now Wiggins, pool party, it's just the perfect storm right now. And I think just all five guys plus their depth, they just heated up at the right time. And because they have the championship pedigree with coaching, we talked about how important that is. Steve Kerr, one of the best. I think it's just the perfect storm right now, and they're getting hot right at the right time.
If he's coming off the bench for the Timberwolves, if he's playing for the Timberwolves, Draymond Green, he's coming off the bench. Like,
that's wild. Yeah.
But for that role for him in Golden State, like, they're not relying on him to be a scorer.
Mm-hmm.
They're relying on him to be an energy guy, to be a defender, to be a rebounder, to be a facilitator even. Like, he's like a point forward out there, how he facilitates the ball and spreads the ball around, gets the ball to guys in their spots. And on a team like that, that helps with spacing, because you're like, okay, look, like, he'll shoot it every once in the blue moon with that backpack jumper he has. But like, that's not what they need him for. But like, on any other team, like, if he's going to start and he's going to play the considerable minutes that he plays, like, he needs to be like a scorer. And that's not who he is. I mean, look at Josh Okogie with the Timberwolves. Like, they put him in for his defensive prowess and his athleticism and all that. And by like 20, 25 games into the season, he was coming off the bench. And then, 20, 25 more games after that, he's not even really seeing the floor with any meaningful minutes. So, like, Draymond being on a team like the Wolves or any other team in the league, like, they're asking him to do more that's not in his wheelhouse, and he's probably coming off the bench. As crazy as that sounds.
It's wild, man. Not looking great if you're a Mavs fan. Poor Luka just doesn't have the same talent around him as some of these other teams remaining in the playoffs. Speaking of remaining playoff teams, the Miami Heat looked angry Saturday night, jumping out to a 25-point halftime lead. Take game 3, 109-103 to go up 2 games over the Celtics. Did you catch any of this one, Reggie? And if so, your thoughts on how Miami bounced back after that embarrassing blowout in game 2 at home?
It was to be expected.
Yeah.
I mean, Spo is a future Hall of Fame coach, and he's going to get his guys prepared. They're not going to look like that more than once. And I think you got to give him his respect, man. He makes adjustments like the best of them. Like, Pat Riley has mentored him greatly, because he's just kind of taken this thing and run with it. Like, the dude is an astute, student of the game, and he's one of the best coaches in all of the NBA and all of basketball, really, and got his guys ready to play for a game that, I think would have been kind of demoralizing if they would have lost again, because you come off that blowout loss, and then if you come out and lose again, now all of a sudden you're talking about maybe a little bit of confidence issues. But, I don't know what Spo said to motivate him, what type of adjustments that he made to get them in better positions to score and balloon that lead like that. But, like, if anybody is going to get their team to the finals based off of the job that they're doing, it's Spo. And with that being said, though, I still expect this series to go 7.
Well, Vegas agrees with you, because Vegas has Celtics as 6-point favorites. Seems a little bit more of a margin than I would have expected, but 6-point favorites tonight. Game 4 tip-off 7:30 on ABC. Rest assured, Reggie and I will be back here tomorrow to break all that down.